What's up everyone, Doyler here, and today we are going to have some fun with Tower of Oblivion 624. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it or haven't reached it yet, this is a 6 Mihm wave. So before we jump into some viewer submitted ideas or stuff I want to test, we'll take a few quick looks at the lineup. So full E5, carry, Sherlock, Unimax, fairly standard, should go pretty well for, yep, 8 as a monster. Take a quick look at this next one. Same lineup basically, only with the Garuda. And finally, this third one we can say Valkyrie. That's slightly different. Valkyrie and DA. I like it. Alright, so we are probably not going to run lineups like these, but I just wanted to show off what people are using normally. So, first up, I already know it's geared as well as possible. This lineup is a viewer request and is a special shout out for OG anime fan on Barry's Discord, asking why don't we use Mihm Cheese against Mihm Cheese. While people have tried it, we know the answer. Let's show it off just in case. So we're going to use not the most ideal Mihm Cheese, but you work with what you've got. So 3 Emilys, Michelle, and our Mims. And the second, the baby Mihm, is geared with anti-mage, just in case. So the problem with this is that their 6 bombs go off and we get 0 to 2 bombs. So at least, unless we go 6 vs 6, we are not going to win with Mihm Cheese the second an Emily dies. Fun to watch though. Alright, next up, I had a few people ask about Garuda because, you know, allegedly Garuda is a counter to Mihm Cheese. So let's run a Garuda with two Garudas with some support. Run Carry, Amun-Ra, Belrain, and someone who we don't want to die too quickly. We'll try out the Ada. Give Ada a try. And everyone should already be geared fairly well. We could also try a Baby Ra, but she will get targeted and would need energy. So, whittling them down. I don't know who's the lowest HP on the team. It should be Belrain. Yeah, so that's okay. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so Belrain dies. Everyone goes pop through the Mihm shields. So, we can run it back real quick with that second Amun-Ra just to show it off, but another lineup that's not really going to work because you need to survive. How do we never have a magic source handy when I want it for these videos? So, showing off the Baby Ra instead, she will obviously be the lowest HP and get popped. I don't think the shields will be enough, even the 2 Amun-Ras, to even keep her alive for the basics, but we'll see. Nope. Yep, so we pop. Alright, so enough fun with that. Let's get into some fun ideas or the budget. So I wish she wasn't E5, but my other Amun-Ra is E5. So what we are going to try is running the baby Amun-Ra, the big Amun-Ra, and our Delacium Army. So the goal here is to try and keep them alive and replicate some attack debuffs for the win. So, and this strategy should be just as effective at 10 star. She won't be our lowest HP hero, and she also is not really going to get targeted, so I'm not too concerned about that. So, tanky Amun-Ra. Baby Amun-Ra with just the magic source. We may need to level her up a little bit, because we are also going to make a 6-star Elyvia for this. Assuming we have the food for it. 5-star abyss. Should have prepared a little better for this. Do we have any obvious abyss food? We should. We'll summon Rogue and Karim. Alright. We will make a 6-star Elyvia, so we're going to try and attack steal, and then with our Delacium Army, replicate those debuffs. That's good. So as of right now, Baby Amun-Ra is going to need gear because we need this Elyvia to have the lowest hit points on the team. And unfortunately, I still need to click for the faster speed. Oops. Somehow I clicked away into the scary. That's my bad. Gotta pop up underneath. Alright. So we want Elyvia to have the lowest hit points. The reason for this is Mihm's basic attack targets the lowest hit point opponent, and the basic attack steals energy. So we don't want to use Elyria's active skill, we want to use her basic skill to attack steal from them. So right now Elyvia has 50,000 hit points, and we have to check our Baby Amun-Ra's hit points. And Baby Ra's got 42,000, so we do need to gear her up, which is fine, we've got plenty of gear. So now Baby Ra's got 289,000 hit points, that's plenty. She also has that energy artifact. Big Amun-Ra, perfectly fine. I wish she was 10-star to show off doing this with a little bit of budget, but that is fine. Next we are going to run a... Who else do we want to run? Our Delacium Army. So they have 296,000, they are fine. Running them full tank mode. And then we will bring that 10-star Elyvia we built for Forest Seal Land. She's got plenty of hit points. The reason we are bringing Elyvia is for this Fairy Guard. So whenever they are attacked, they'll do damage back to the opponents, do some damage to those Mims, and that will really be where we get most of our damage from. So, Baby Ra, Big Ra. So it still has an E5 hero, unfortunately, and I wish I could have her 10-star, but we just don't have the copies. Elyvia and our Elyria. So we are going to run this, and the idea is to use those Amun-Ra shields to keep everyone alive, or mostly keep the Elyria alive, and then the Elyria's job is to get attack steal on the Mims, and then the, oh, and we want deer. The Delaciums will replicate that steal. So let's watch and see how it goes. So as you can see, oh man, that Elyria did not live quite as long as I had hoped. I may need to fix her gear a little bit. I thought she would be fine with no gear, but... as long as she's the lowest hit points, that's fine. So who's our current lowest? It should be that Baby Rasta, right? 289. 230. Alright, so she has to stay under 238,000 hit points, which should be plenty doable. We can unlock this too while we're here. We'll give her a Fearless for the DR. Five-star gear, still good, and some 4-star gear. give her a little more survivability and hit points, but still keeping her the lowest hit points. So she's 223, so still our lowest hero, but she'll live a little bit longer now. So let's see how that goes. So we get the Amun-Ra shields out, and they steal her energy, and she does live, which is good. So now we just need the replicates, and we need the Elyvia to live is the problem. So what can we do here? Oh, we need to give that Elyvia a magic source so she can actually do a Fairy Guard on turn 1. That's my bad. That was an oversight. We will grab from Rogan and give it right back later. So now we get turn 1 Fairy Guard, and it just needs to hit the Elyvia. That should do the trick. I promise an E5 Amun-Ra isn't necessary, but it's what I've got. How are we supposed to survive these 6 attacks? My strategy may be flawed. I guess we need a Mihm active to hit someone else. So as long as the Mihm basics hit Elyvia, but we need her to not get hit with a Mihm active as well. And they should have some actives coming out, right? Yeah, so this one... What are we missing with this strategy? I feel like these Mims should get off at least one active unless I'm missing some energy steal somewhere. There we go. Okay. So that's what I wanted. So now we should have the replication we're looking for. Yes. Okay. So now we've got the replication. We should have enough Amun-Ra shields, and all of the basics are going to go towards Elyvia, and she's going to just keep stealing attack and attack and attack. And we should be able to do this nice and easily. So as you can see, these Mims are putting out no damage with their skills. We are healing up. So now it's a matter of whittling them down, and when they explode, they will be doing nothing to us. The Delaciums also don't need to be 10-star, but obviously those are the ones I have from our Flame Shrine series, so they're fine. As far as I can imagine, this is probably the most minimalist setup. There may be some trickery we could have done with a 5-star Sherlock as our lowest HP and do some HP swaps, but I wanted to try this one out first, see if we could get it working, and it looks like it's going to be just fine. We may go past round 15, which doesn't matter with the new cap increase. And I know this is not an original strategy. All credit to Savage, Barry, everyone else who's released videos on this before. I'm not sure if I've copied anyone's exact team lineup, but I in no way invented Elyvia plus Delacium for this level. So definitely check out their videos and guides on this. I just wanted to release my own and sort of walk you through a few fan suggestions for attempts, as well as my thoughts and making it work. It is fun to watch these Mims do nothing, though. So yeah, as you can see, when they die, their death damage does nothing. We will watch it through the end, because this is quite entertaining to watch, and the video won't be too long. So yeah, most of the damage is coming from Fairy Guard if you're paying attention. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's Tower 624 against some fairly strong Mims. That's about it for this video. Let me know if there's any other fun strategies you want me to see on the next, even harder Mihm wave. But be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you like the content, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.